There was a Mankey deck someone posted that looked kind of sweet. I might start there. Heatran could be good to build too. I kind of wanted to build some Heatran today at some point. Alright, we are opening Triumphant Light Boosters, hunting for a second full art card shop at some point. Long we wug at some point. Maybe, or only... With splitting the day, I'm not sure if we'll get around to wugging. I want to try some other stuff. Played a lot of Wug Trio. Alright, we did that. Maybe we'll find... Can I find a 2-star on my Wonder Pick 2 days in a row? Salty Newfie, thank you for the 2 months of Prime. Appreciate that. Welcome back. It's a little disappointing how worthless Wonder Pick currency is for me as a whale. Just like literally sitting on 1,000 of them. As there's just never anything worth Wonder Picking. Hey, Kanushu, thank you for the half a year. Appreciate that. Welcome back. I'm a non-whale, and I have over 600 Wonder Pick currency. There's never anything I want in there. It seems like a mediocre system. Yeah. And the Wonder Pick as a system is something that's going to get more and more diluted the longer the game exists, right? Like the longer pocket is, the bigger range of booster packs you're going to see in there, in theory. Because there's always going to be people opening a range of things from packs you don't need. Until sets rotate. I mean, do you think they'll restrict it just to standard legal sets after rotation happens? I could see that. It would really be nice. It would be really nice if they had like a wish list type system. Where you could tell it to prioritize certain packs or cards. A number of gotcha games do that. All right, so someone posted that they played this deck with a 52% win rate all the way to Masters. And obviously we can have no idea if they're telling the truth or not, but we'll take them at their word and maybe kick the tires on it and see how it goes. From a pure deck building theory standpoint, it's neat deck building theory. So I think we're gonna dive into some games with this. We are like exactly Ultra 3 to start today. I climbed 2 ranks at Great Ball with Wug Trio. Hope you're having fun with it, because your opponents aren't. Yes, if we lose, we're back down to Ultra 2. But we did technically Wug to the Ultra 3 floor yesterday. Almost through. Almost through. Get back here, little fish. I'm gonna put a cape on this just to make sure we don't get cheesed out ourselves. It's a little insurance. I don't want to die to like a random X-Speed, Palkia, Giovanni or something crazy. So I want to Iono because it's more likely to find my stage 1. But they're currently bricked on basic Pokemon, so I think unbricking them is not ideal. So we could win the game on the spot, but if we missed on the Iono and unlocked them, that would be a lose condition. I think I'd prefer to not experience that. And then Primeape will still be game winning next turn because Aerodactyl will lock this Magikarp out of evolving. So we're gonna evolve. And then I'm gonna go ahead and Iono. And if we hit Primeape or Cranidos, we get to clear the Manaphy and pull the Magikarp up to the active. Oh, I could also just Aerodactyl them. Yeah, that's true. Alright, so we're guaranteed. No wrong way to eat this Resus. Solid bully for our first game. They're not quite dead yet, I suppose, huh? Gyarados plus Leaf could get us. Technically a combination of cards that beat us there. All right, we are in Ultra 3 with a buffer. Mankey on one. Lucky. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. Weavile wants to hurt us, Chip. I don't think we're supposed to Iodo here. That's close, though. I think I'm not supposed to play this. Because if we Iono into Primeape, we likely win the game on the spot. You get to have our cake and eat it too. Thanks for the damage, bud. Crunch. Was that good? Maybe slightly above average? Look at our angry monkey. Yep, cooked. Wow. Herr Wickane, thank you for the gifted memberships on the YouTube side. That's super generous of you. Good morning, good morning. What are your feelings towards Mars lately? I've seen some people arguing it's better now that people tend to keep cards in their hand for Iono and comms. I'm skeptical just because of the opportunity cost. I think Mars is a trap that people are emotionally biased towards playing. I think it's less bad than red card, but red card's pretty bad. So it's pretty easy to be less bad than red card. Unfortunately, for people asking about this deck, you can't really replace the promo Mankey. So if you just like weren't playing this game 6 months ago and didn't get it, you need to play something else. I guess you could try coin flip Mankey and then the deal 50 Primeape. But you can't play the, so again, for people who aren't familiar, the promo Mankey self damages, which means it enables fight back on this card. So the core idea is that like your one basic that you evolve into and then your fossils behind it. So you could try coin flip Mankey and 50 damage 1 energy Primeape. It's not strictly worse. It's different. It's better in some spots and worse in others. I would wager this Primeape is ideal overall, but that would still let you play this core idea. But you definitely can't play this Primeape without this Mankey. Get in my belly. Thank you for the super generous 5 gifted subs on a Friday afternoon. Help pushing us up towards our sub goal. Appreciate that direct support. It's a big part of why I'm able to do what I do as a job. Thanks for keeping me around. Mankey on 1. Lucky. Oh my goodness. Mankey hits you for 30. Primeape plus red clears Giratina in 2, doesn't it? That's 30 into 120. It clears Dialga too. Yep. It clears Arceus without the red. Girl, you nasty. In all the best ways, you nasty. All right, they have a potion. They get to continue playing a game. They're 2 turns off of attacking though, right? So I'm not sure it matters. I was gonna play this because I have another one of them. I guess holding it makes it better if I draw Iono. Did you draw another basic or no? Are there 2 reds in this deck? I don't know, gamer. Are there 2 reds in this deck? The desperate flail of someone playing the tier 1 meta deck losing to Primeape. The desperate flailing of a gamer playing the tier 1 deck losing to Primeape. Good night. Sioneezer, thank you for watching so much Hoaglandia over the last little bit. Welcome to our newest Shillionaire. Let's make sure that, that trickle-down economy stays in action. Our next Shillionaire will not only have to spend 999,748 shillings. Bootman, thank you for the 28 months. Appreciate it. All right, that's a clean 3-0 streak to start the day. 5-0 with our bits from yesterday. How does one come back when losing to Primeape with Giratina? It's true, you know. Cool, Squirtle Glasses. Thanks for the 2 months. Appreciate you re-upping. Welcome back. Beep, beep, beep. Mankey on 1. Lucky. We have Primeape queued up already. We're going second. This deck seems sweet with first energy advantage. The Weavile matchup's a little sketchier, I think. Can't attack this turn. We do get cleared next turn, unfortunately. But Cranidos clears them back. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So, if we don't draw our cape... Nice, punished. So without cape, Primeape cleanly dies to Darkrai trigger... plus Scratching Nails. But when we hit the cape, we get to go to 110, and now I think they're cooked. They need Darkrai plus cape, and we have to not hit our little better than 1 in 5 to draw red. Two copies of red. Do I Iono here? think I do. I played both my researches, though. Because I played both my researches, it might be right to wait. I guess I'm supposed to hold this because I could draw... I could draw another copy of Iono to dig for the Rampardos. Although, do I even want to Rampardos here? I actually don't want to Rampardos here, right? I guess it's about the same. Rampardos and Cranidos both die to... Oh, you know, I should have played the Fossil to play around Sabrina here. If they Sabrina up my Aerodactyl, I'm in trouble. Yep. Alright, I deserve to lose this. It's unfortunate we bricked down the red, but I did not play optimally here at all. Now what's my line? My line is they don't have red to finish us, and then we top deck Rampardos, and Rampardos plus red clears them. Is the hope here. All because I didn't play the Skull Fossil out. And now we're gonna be dead to Cyrus. Because they had second cape. Oh, technically not dead on board. Dead to Cyrus, though. Not dead to Sabrina. Good to be back in Oaklandia. Turned off his CCGs a few years back with MTJ, but I've been enjoying the pocket content. Kidamo, good to have you back again. Appreciate that support. Thanks for keeping me around. I would agree with the assessment that Sabrina is currently a good card. Psychic Energy. Are we a Giratina enjoyer? Mewtwo? Yep. Mewtwo is also 150, meaning it gets cleared by a Reckless Charge into a red-powered Primate. Only one Mankey. Why would I need another Mankey? Once we're done monkeying around, we wanna move in on our fossils. Is the game plan? I'm going to red this turn as opposed to next turn, because redding this turn means I can Iono or research into my Primate to have lethal. It kind of lets them know in advance that I have it, but It also means if they play a cape or a potion, I'm able to, if they have a cape or a potion, I'm able to do my thing. Ooh, Dawn. Rip. Not just dead, but not in a happy spot. We can still win this game, yeah? Once this Mewtwo goes down, they don't have any attackers left? Wait, they're not building the Mewtwo? Okay, well now they're just cooked, yeah. Yeah, pretty sure they're supposed to put the energy on the Mewtwo, but we take those. Cool. I went 0-7 with the Wug Trio deck. Am I terrible at this game? So, completely and wholly unironically, I know I've titled the Wug Trio deck skill game, kind of mocking the fact that it has a lot of variance elements in it. But wholly and truthfully, and this applies not only to the Wug Trio deck, but almost anything else you can play, if you pick up any deck that anyone has had any amount of success with, and you don't manage to win a single game with it in almost double-digit games, the problem is almost assuredly you. You are almost assuredly a significant part of the problem that you're experiencing. Like, sure, there's gonna be games you can't win in Pokemon Pocket some amount of the time because like things just aren't going to line up for you. But a lot of the time, the number of things that would have to go wrong for you to lose all 7 or all 10 or whatever. Yeah, Pocket, I agree with Derek. Pocket has a subtle amount of depth that people are bad at realizing what they're doing wrong. Is exactly the case. This deck's been pretty sweet so far. It is a sweet cook. This came off of a Reddit post. Someone said they got to Masters with this, and I can see it's doing something pretty powerful, it feels like. Your analysis is pretty powerful, chat. These adverts. We'll see you in 120 seconds, gamers. Thanks for hanging out. As always, we're going to take a brief pause from the gameplay while these happen. Don't go anywhere. If you're enjoying my content and you're watching on the YouTube side, one of the easiest things you can do to help my content grow and be sustainable is tapping that like button. It doesn't cost you anything. It's just a little bit of engagement. So consider tapping that if you're watching on that platform. I'm going to run to the bathroom really quick while these ads go. BRB gamers. Hey, thanks for the 75 months gap. Appreciate that. Welcome back. I think your plan when you're going first with this deck is just try and build your Rampardos ASAP. I wouldn't make your Mankeys worse and your Primates worse. The curve of red plus Mankey plus Primate letting you clear 150 HP Pokemon seems really, really good and strong. The narrative I'm gonna tell myself in my head, chat, is it was going down for a while, and then it came back up, and then this is probably the moment where they announced that they were gonna pause the Switch 2 sales because of the tariffs, and then we just went whee. Hold on to your butts, gamers. It's gonna be a ride. It's gonna be a ride. How low can it go? How low can it go? We laugh because the alternative is crying. XL, thank you for the 18 months. Welcome back. Nice Mace Stun, bro. Thank you for the 5.5 years. Let's jump on into this game that's lower variance than the Dow Joneses today. Yeah, for those that didn't hear the news, they have paused or never launched initially one of the two Switch 2 pre-sales in the United States as they figure out how much more they're going to have to charge you due to Donald Trump's largest tax raise in the history of the United States. Because tariffs are taxes, gamers. Vervolts, thank you for the 2 months of Prime. I appreciate you re-upping. Welcome back. They never started. They were going to start them on the 9th, and they've deferred them for the US. Yep. Cool. Thank you for the correction. Or the detail. Not a correction. I said I wasn't sure. Yes. Much like Mexico didn't pay for the wall on our southern border after 2016. Other countries are not going to pay for the tariffs. Donald Trump has levied an incredible tax on the American people. Just like he said he was going to. And that means they're fully cooked here, right? Much like the Dow Jones, our opponent is wholly cooked this game with the Cranidos Straw. I think we wanted the Sabrina here. Oh no! We're gonna lose because I didn't Sabrina. Too busy beaming. Too busy beaming. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. It's cool. Rampardos is right there. Just stay calm. So keep calm and Rampardos on. Fair Volt, thanks for the 2 months. I don't know that we're gonna wug people today. I've got a couple other decks I want to build and try. We'll see how far we get and how successful or not they are. We have been very good at having first energy advantage so far with this deck. Curious to see how this game without it plays out. Although we've got our full fossil line set up here, which seems pretty good for us. Alright, top deck Sabrina win the game on the spot. Have you encountered many bots in the ladder since graduating from Pokeball? I've encountered 0 bots in the ladder since getting out of Pokeball. I'm told if you have a big losing streak in Great Ball, you can find them, but we kind of hot knife through buttered Great Ball with a really good win rate. What are bots for on the ladder? To allow players to feel better about themselves and win games after they lose. If you miss promo Mankey, is there a way to get it? There is not. You just simply can't play this deck, which is unfortunate. If they have Gyarados, we might actually be in trouble here. Do I cape Mankey so I can clear without putting an energy on it? I think I do, because the problem here is, well, my Rampardos doesn't die in 1. No, I want to save the cape for Aerodactyl so it can survive a Gyarados hit. I think is the plan. So the bots are from the developer. Oh yes, yeah. When I say bots, I'm not talking about like people at home running like bots like in World of Warcraft type games. 100%. They are bots put in there by the developer. Just so that's clear, they're not other players running the bots. They need Gyarados this turn, otherwise the Primeval Law locks them out. That's unexpected things. It's actually incredibly common in games with ranked systems, just so you're aware. Basically, almost every modern ranked game has AI opponents mixed in. Man, this should be done here. Even if they had the Gyarados, we might have been in an okay spot, right? Because this can head smash it, and then this can finish with a cape on it. I don't think Redding accomplishes much here. How do I feel about Ionoing aggressively, since there's another Iono and researches in my deck? I think I like it. This lets me Iono into research, and then research into Primeape next turn. And obviously we can't know if it's helping or hurting their hand. Them having actual psychic energy means they're attacking me in 2 turns, though, yeah? I need to draw Cranidos this turn. It's more important than Primeape. Do you strictly use Iono based on your own hand? Nope. It's based on the context of your opponent's hand, too. You will regularly hear me talk about those details being relevant. Are we dead? I think we're dead. I guess I could draw Research or Iono, and then Research or Iono into Cranidos plus another Fossil, and maybe have a shot. One of the things that you could do to make yourself significantly better at games like Pokemon Pocket is remove the concept of strictly from your vocabulary and how you play the game. So, like, you should never approach things from the perspective of, oh, do I always do it this way, or do I never do it this way? It very, very much depends. That's what makes these games fun. I agree. If you could lock yourself into a bunch of heuristics to always do things or never do things, these games would be a lot less interesting and fun. I'm curious to see where they put their first Guillotine Energy on the backline one. Yeah, that makes sense. What's the plan here? I think it's Reckless Charge and then get knocked out by Darkrai next turn, so that way Rampardos can clear the Giratina. I want to run them down before they can get going. Spend your Prime subs here for Primeape. What a wonderful piece of advice like it is. Appreciate the 55 months. Welcome back. Need to draw one of our 2 copies of red, gamers. Oh, Danger. Thank you for re-upping that prime for the 2nd month. Welcome back. If we find red here, we have a shot. If we don't find red, I think we're in some trouble. Coolio. And then we have Cape to go with this as well, so that way we don't die to Darkrai next turn. And then we will need to find one of our stage 1s here still, but we have 2 Iono in our deck to maybe turn these Primeapes into something useful. But we're going to get another attack with this Rampardos in, which is a big deal. And they can't have a copy of red to clear us, because Rampardos is not an EX. They could, like, attach an energy... If they have Sabrina, we could get us. Because they could, like, attach an energy to Sabrina us, and then Sabrina up and could knock out on a fossil, and then my Rampardos dies the next turn, because I don't have any healing in my deck. No Sabrina, we have a lot of draws here. Alright, we successfully turned 2 bricked cards into 1 bricked card. Unlucky. Think we're dead, gamers. If there's one potential upside from all of the insanity going on right now, I am really hoping that it will be, I never have to hear the words, well, Republicans are better for the economy in my lifetime. It's never been true to anybody who, like, actually looks at the numbers and has eyes and a brain in their head, but, like, this is a very loud, obvious, hey. They're not. I'm sure we'll still hear it, but maybe slightly less. Ooh, Mankey on 1, lucky. Les, I only vote on economic policy and not social, please. I'm gonna give you a spoiler, and this one. Maybe you need to put earmuffs on for this. The people who tell you they're only voting on economic policy and not social, they're actually voting on social policies. They're just deeply ashamed and don't want to say it because the social policies they're voting on are incredibly freaking racist. And they know that reasonable human beings will escort them to the door. Yeah, there's also the more nuanced economic policy is social policy, but like most of the people who were voting for economic policy were actually voting for the aggressive use of ICE that's been happening under the Trump administration. It's this. It's real awkward, though, for us here. Their Rocky helmet was stellar for them. So, Aerodactyl is here and potentially ready to clean up. We're gonna clear this, and then this clears this, and then this won't be able to evolve in a perfect world. I'm gonna giant cape the Aerodactyl. No, because they can't Sabrina me and they can't Sabrina me and red me, so I don't need to use the cape yet, I don't think. This might be a Primeval Law game winner here. Yeah, I think even if they have the Gallade at this point, it's too late because it comes up to the active spot. And even if they had another Pokemon they could put up, they would need an X speed to pull it out. I was going to try and convince you to play this today. I've been enjoying it so far. Yeah, it seems like solid deck building theory. Or up points on the day, giving it a try, at the very least. This deck's really solid when you have first energy advantage, that's for sure. It's been serviceable in the games where we don't as well, but it's above and beyond when you do. Oh, we've not played against any Dialga Arceus, no. There's another one where the law could better. Red would be a stellar draw. Let's clear the Moltres. If we cleared the Moltres and forced the Charmander to the front where it couldn't evolve, oh baby, that would be delicious. Come on, red. Come on, red. Put it all on red. Put it all on red. 1 in 6. Oh, baby. Oh, gamers. Why is it so good? Why is it so good? Good night, Firebird. They need another basic plus Leaf plus a Charizard at this point. If they have to spend the energy to retreat this, they're probably not coming back. Aerodactyl, more like Aerostaxtyl. Yeah, mood. Unironically. Will the tariffs affect my Prime sub revenue? I'm pretty sure Prime doesn't count as a goods you import, gamers. Now, the things you buy on Amazon are going to get more expensive, but your actual Prime is a subscription service. It's not something that's being made. That long pause is definitely them trying to evolve Charizard, absolutely. I've been holding all my money in Beanie Babies, waiting for this moment in time to cash in. Yep. All right, how do we feel about hit myself for 30 cape so I don't die to a stray Darkrai, and then next turn we can Sabrina with the Primeape? I think I'm into it. I think I'm into it. It's a little aggressive, but I think it's correct. If they don't have a Darkrai next turn, getting to pull this one up and mark 100 on it has a lot of upside. Mercy, thanks for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. I saw you on the struggles to master along with myself. Ursi is tilt. I mean, the ladder is very tilting, as expected. Hey, thanks for the Prime as well, Ursi. Didn't have to do that. All right, let's get 100 marked on one of their damage dealers here, huh? We had a good stream. I got to Ultra Ball 4 and then had my biggest loss streak ever out of Ultra Ball 4. Yeah, the lack of ranked floors in this game is a little puzzling to me. It's one of those brutal systems I've ever engaged with from that perspective. Maybe I was just supposed to red rather than Sabrina. I don't know, getting damage marked on this Darkrai is really appealing. Hey, I think I messed up. I think I should have redded to clear the Giratina next turn. So I can still red, but the problem is because of this Rocky helmet and the Darkrai triggers lining up, I'm gonna die to the Darkrai trigger next turn. Yeah, they can't attack this turn. I really kind of need Skull Fossil into Cranidos. Yeah, my Sabrina was a mistake. because I need to red this turn. And then because I need to red this turn, I can't Iono to set up my second attacker. I don't have another Sabrina or Cyrus in my deck, so yeah, I'm very confident my Sabrina play was wrong. I should have taken my clear so I could Iono to get working towards setting up my other 1-point attacker. Because ideally we want to go 1-pointer finish on arrow, or triple 1-pointer. I did not execute that appropriately this game. Yeah, I don't think I have any outs from here. That one's on me. That was a tougher game because they had first energy advantage, which is bad for us, but making mistakes compounds their first energy advantage. We're okay so far this morning with the Primate deck. We started at basically Ultra 3 and no points. I was like 1 or 2 points above the threshold from yesterday. Hey, Raiden Y, thanks for the brand new Prime support. There's a ton of great people who can support on Twitch with that. Thanks for shipping it my way this month and helping keep me around. It is definitely the Giratina Gauntlet inside of Ultra. This one has Psychic Energy, but not Dark is something to call out. What is Spraggles up to? Haven't seen him on stream lately. He was casting a Pokemon Unite tournament in Japan, I believe. So I'd wager he'll be back to regular live streams here sometime soon. Travel really makes live content hard. Dr. Jerome, thank you for the quarter of a year. Welcome back. This matchup seems very bad for us if they have first energy advantage like they do here. Maybe we could work up to this Rampardos plus red and be okay. Okay. We kind of want another fossil to insulate against Sabrina. They didn't put in energy on Mewtwo, so I don't have to worry about like Leaf plus them attacking us this turn. I suppose if they don't have healing and we top deck Primate, we clear this Giratina, which would be a big deal. Is there an undisputed best counter for Giratina? What's it called? The Meowscarada decks are popular because of that. End your turn. End your turn. Thanks for the Mars Gamer. What a good card. What a good playable Pokemon pocket card that Mars. Certainly hurt us and didn't give us the evolution we need. I think I'm supposed to hold this because if I top deck Iono, I want to be able to dig for what's it called. If they have a copy of Giovanni, we could lose this game because Giovanni with the weakness lets them clear Primate with Mewtwo. But if they don't have Giovanni, they're probably cooked. If they do have Giovanni, we could still win. We have draws, but we're going to need some top decks if they have Giovanni. Every time Mars makes my hand better, an angel gets its wings. Them putting Tina up seems like it bodes very well for us. Sirens and Lights, no Giovanni here. Wait, they put their energy on Tina? That's gotta be wrong, yeah? Dookie, thank you for the brand new Prime support. Appreciate you helping us work towards our sub goal. Alright, now we're gonna play this new Skull Fossil out to play around to Sabrina. Get our Rampardos. I bet they're just cooked here at this point. Yeah, the energy on Tina implies they have Dawn, I agree. I don't know that they necessarily thought that through. Because even without the Rampardos, if they dawned up to this Giratina, the Cranidos was gonna take the clear. They're still just flailing here, yeah? Slide the spiky boy to the front, hit you for a bunch. All right, we need to take a brief pause for the cause to let some adverts roll. I try to make sure those never happen over the top of gameplay here. I'll throw the deck list up on screen for folks that want to grab it, but this one's feeling really good. I think we're gonna keep playing it until our variance changes here. This could be the one to drag us all the way up to Ultra 4. I'm feeling, gamers. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. Appreciate everybody here this afternoon. If you're watching on the YouTube side, search tap the like button on the live stream. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps the content grow a little bit. I appreciate the 276 people that did that already, but there's 837 people watching, so we can probably pump that up a little bit, I wager. Rampardo so often clears, it's almost hard to appreciate how busted 130 for 1 is when you aren't taking recoil. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a while since I've played what felt like a real aggro deck in this game, and this definitely big aggro vibes. For sure. I think this deck just has really good deck building theory. I've liked this a lot, Miggy. We're gonna keep playing with it for another leg here. We're through almost half of Ultra 3. Yeah, so the fact that this deck is unplayable to people who didn't have promo Mankey from 6 months ago is deeply depressing about the Pokemon Pocket economy. It's so bad. Halophile, thank you for the 3 years. Welcome back. Are you keeping track of its win rate? No, I don't really keep track of win rates. My sample size is small. The only reason we counted the Wug Trio deck we played through Great Ball is because I had like a 9-game streak with it, so the client counted for me. I'm playing some Skarmory Bastiodon in a similar vein. Yeah, that sounds like it makes sense. Maybe we'll try that when this eventually runs out of steam. We'll just have a Fossil Friday. I'm not ready to be done playing this deck yet, but Skarmory Bastiodon sounds fun. Especially we played Tinkaton yesterday, and the best part of the Tinkaton deck was Skarmory, so sounds like a hoot and holler. Spend $400 getting a second Crown Rare Pokeball. Pokemon Pocket serves me up a deck I like playing that doesn't need a second Pokeball. It's rigged, I tell you. Rigged! Opponent's deck never plays X speed, right? Never in a million years. I'm not playing my cape. Ooh, they have the heal. I was just about to pull the math up on aggressively looking for the thing. I think I'm just cracking them with Reckless Charge and then planning to Rampardos them next turn. Do I cape to make them have Meowscarada? I think so, yeah. It makes my Iono a touch worse, but I think being like, okay, you have to have your stage 2 here is a worthwhile exchange. Oh no! That means, though, that my Rampardos dies to a Heads from the Executor. Without the cape. This could be real bad. This could be real bad. Because of that play, I need a coin to break my way now. Just be lucky. I believe this is a don't be unlucky situation more than anything. I'm very unlucky, yeah. Your stupid pay-to-win Mewtwo coin killing us. Taking my ball and I'm going home. We probably win that game if I save the cape. We at least would have had one more draw to win the game. We were statistically favored to win that game if I saved the cape. Should have just let the Mankey die. I wasn't thinking about the Rampardos breakpoint into the weakness on the Executor. Mankey on 1, lucky. First energy advantage, lucky. All right, I need an ape and a red, chat. An ape and a red. Chip in a chair, hope in a dream. Gosh, that's atrocious. Hopefully their coins will be as bad as our draw. Did they just Iona one card? Red, 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 1 and 6, 1 and 6, red. Red, 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 red. Gosh, we're so unlucky. I think I take a point here, yeah? Especially considering I could top deck red next turn. I need to draw red or we're ready to draw Aerodactyl. One of the two. I believe that's enough. I'm gonna play the old Amber out to insulate against Sabrina. So they go Charizard, and they could burn down the Primeape, but then they go to 3 energy, and then the Rampardos hits them for 130, and then if they burn down again, they go to 2, and they can't burn down this Aerodactyl on curve. So they only have 2 120s charged up here. So they need healing to not just die outright to the Aerodactyl. But even if they have that, they're not going to be ready to clear the Aerodactyl afterwards. So they're going to be in trouble. They're going to need another Moltres, so they're going to have to retreat, which means they're probably still cooked. Yeah, GA Charizard needs to be able to win the game in 2 Crimson Storms. When it cannot, it has a real bad time. I do that all the time. I miss pressing thanks just so I'm like aggressively clicking through, trying to get past the way too many end screens. Like, how many end screens are there? Yes. Grass energy is scary. We do this and hope for a tails, yeah. I can't attack because I take 30 in recoil here. Celebi Executor. There's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Oh, they don't have it. And they took away us having it? That's so sad. Oh, God. That's so brutal. They took ours away and gained theirs. And hit the heads on it, too. Okay, cool. Lucky. I think I'm waiting on the fossil while I don't have a copy of Aerodactyl in hand, because if we draw Iono, I want to be able to Iono 3 cards back in. We have 2 Ionos in my deck. 1 research, 2 Ionos, 2 what's it called? I'm gonna need, like, running Rampardos this year. Do we have Sabrina for a point there? I think they just put up the Celebi and take the hit. Hoping for another tails here. Okay. So these trade, we go 2-2. They need 3 heads and 4 coins to clear the Aerodactyl. Or 2 heads and 4 coins with the Sabrina. Was it worth it to keep the fossil in hand for Iono? No, I need to be able to put the Aerodactyl up here, so that way they have something that can't kill me. So that way I can draw into this to let the Rampardos clear this in 1. Oh, I'm really glad the opponent's deck is not meta anymore. Pocket is definitely a better game with it not being half my matches. JK, LOL, deck's fine, it's not a big deal. I think more people should play the opponent's deck. Shame we bricked on our... Well, we were like 5 out of 8 there to win the game. They have a coin flip to win the game now, though. One more flip. Scale game. Coolio. We're not out of this game yet. We can still lose. It's a damn shame we couldn't capitalize on their Celebi bricking and clear them with Rampardos. You good lucky. Alright, I think I got one more loss in me with this one, and then we're gonna move on to another deck, so. Give it at least one more rip. We're up points, but ready to jump into other things. Made my climb up to Ultra with Bug Trio, I'm probably done with Ranked for the season. Yep. I mean, like I detailed in my How Long Does the Rank Grind Take video, Ultra is only like 25% of the way for most people, and the fact that you could hit a bad streak, fall out of Ultra, and then get less prizes at the end of the season means most people should stop at Ultra. If you don't have another 100 hours to play Pokemon Pocket this month, stopping at Ultra makes a whole lot of sense. Have you tried Snorlax, Berry, Mousegrot? I have not. I would kind of be surprised if that's better than the Beedrill build. The Beedrill build is really good. Having maneuverability, flexibility has a lot of value. Is there rank decay? Do you lose points over time if you don't play? No. You lose points at the end of the season when it resets, though. How many? We don't know as of yet. I have not shared that information. Would you consider Mewtwo, Giratina an easy deck to pilot? I would consider it a boring deck to pilot, so I haven't played any games with it. What a soul-sucking opener. It's really a shame this latest expansion had so many terrible cards in it. I probably should have held that for the Iono. Whatever the inverse of power creep is, it feels like this latest expansion was that. I'm used to traditional card games like this having a lot of pack filler, but man, there was a brutal amount of pack filler. I think we're cooked. Alright, I know I said one more loss, but I'm gonna give it one more. I actually think piloting Mewtwo Giratina is more interesting than piloting Giratina or Darkrai. I personally prefer watching grass grow to watching paint dry as well. However, I would never try and sell you either as being a particularly fun endeavor. It's hard to go from Arceus is the best card in the game to this set has 9 EXs and one of them is really playable. Yeah. It feels like they got scared after how good Arceus turned out to be. I don't think Arceus being as good as it is was remotely a surprise to the designers. The card is very clearly and obviously pushed. Am I ever playing around a copy of X-Speed? Probably not. They could discard the skull fossil to kind of make this not be useful. Oh, I guess if they have Cranidos in hand. I'm cold to Cranidos either way, right? If they put the fossil up, do I go Amber, Energy, Evolve? I think it's this. And then next turn, the Aerodactyl means that the Skull Fossil can't evolve. This gets in trouble to Cranidos Sabrina. Yeah, old Amber last turn would have been nice. Shame we missed on it. Is that my favorite toddler girl?
Yeah.
Yep.
I got something to show you.
What do you got to show me?
Mommy and me got a puppy in a bucket.
A puppy in a bucket? Woof, woof, woof. Did you help Mommy go shopping? Yep. Are you having a fun Mommy and Haley day?
Yep. And Daddy, I want to bring this cute little puppy to the fairground, but he's going to be in a pocket if you bring us to it.
Okay.
In your puggy, because he loves bucket. And I need to bring the bucket.
Okay, yeah, bring the bucket for him.
Yeah, or I can just carry him in the bucket all around him.
Yeah. Ready to restart my application? It's real chugging.
And guess what?
BTYish, thank you for the
We
55
took
months.
the wrapper off.
You took the wrapper off him? That's good.
Yeah, because there was a wrapper on him.
Okay. Thank you for showing me your puppy.
I just wanted to show you.
It's so easy to miss all of the things that your kids pick up on. When I ran upstairs earlier to grab my lunch when we took an ad break, Haley was coloring in the living room and she looked up at me and said, "Hi, Daddy. Oh, you're going back to work because you only wear your headphones upstairs when you still have to go back down to work." I was just like, that is incredibly true and very observant of you. So this second stretch kick here means that when this clears, they can Cyrus Marshadow clear the Aerodactyl, which is not great for us. I think we're dead here. For those that are new here, that's my youngest, Haley. She is 4, almost 5. Starts public kindergarten in the fall, chat, and I get a $19,000 a year raise then. That'll almost offset the losses in my 401k from the last 2 days. Losses so far. Yep. Oh, you know, I was probably supposed to Iono instead of playing this fossil. Yeah. I was supposed to hold that fossil. Mistakes were made. I'll put a cape on the primate so it lives through Marshadow. Although I guess that just means I put the Rampardos up, right? Yeah, we're just dead here. Think of the one egg you'll be able to buy. You gain money by your kids going to school. No, I currently pay just shy of 20,000 USD per year for full-time daycare. So when she starts going to public school, that's paid for through tax dollars. Daycare is crazy expensive. All right. We're gonna try Scarberry Bastion on, I think. What's the middle? Is it Shieldy? Shieldy something? Yeah, cool. My wife stayed home for 11 years because it was cheaper for that reason. Yeah, when my oldest was born, I actually did the stay-at-home dad thing for a few years until my content started doing numbers for me. So we were in a similar position. So, I think you play a Pokeball with your 2 Scarberries in here, just because the idea in this one is you want to go 2 single knockout pointers. So I don't think you go 0 Pokeballs here. I don't think we go 2. Our breakpoints are less exciting with Bastiodon versus what's his name? I'm feeling less inspired looking at this. Feeling less inspired. 69 Pokemon Center ladies. Nice. Because what? It's probably like a Cyrus, a Sabrina, copy of Red, copy of Giovanni. Just all the anime friends. Let's play a few games. We got points to burn. We lose 2, we'll throw it away. Antlion Man, thanks for re-upping for the 15th month. Welcome back. Korean, coming in hot for over 2 years. Good morning, good morning. First energy advantage, Scarberry, Cape, Armor Fossil. Immediately punished for not playing 2 Giovanni and playing a red instead. There's so many 60 HP basics. It's very possible we want 2 Geos in here with Scarberry. Oh, I didn't have room for Iono. Oh yeah, this is just bad. We're gonna fumble through this game. I forgot to put Iono in too. There's just not enough deck slots here. Playing all the Pokemon tools means you just don't have room. I was just looking at this being like, should I hold it for Iono? Then I was like, wait a minute. We didn't put Iono in this deck. I made a terrible mistake. Glare. I don't think I've ever had a pair of blue light glasses that it felt like they had glare on them. I guess I've never thought too hard about it. Yeah, Great Ball 1's a rank floor, Marty. It's the last of the rank floors. I was hoping to draw our big card. Now we died to Rampardos. I think we died to Rampardos no matter how I slice it, yeah. I guess I could draw the big card next turn, and then we could still be okay. Can't fall from Ultra, or can you? You can. Yes, you could fall out of Ultra, and you could fall out of Masters. It's really a poorly designed system. I'm sure they have internal reasons for why they made a lot of choices that they made, but it feels like the people who designed the system failed to learn from other systems in the space. It's also like not terribly surprising that like the game that waited 6 months to actually launch a ladder system also has one of the most poorly designed ladder systems we've ever seen, yeah. All right, let's tap some ads. I think we're gonna build some Heatran when we get back. I think is my plan. Thanks for hanging out. Don't go anywhere, gamers. I want to try some Heatran Crobat. I hope they iterate on it next season. Based on how long it took them to adjust and any changes to the deck editor and the fact that they still haven't raised the level cap, I'm not going to hold my breath on fast changes to anything. There's a lot of Carnivines out there today. You know, I haven't played against a single Carnivine today. We've been playing for 3 hours almost. I doubt the level cap ever goes up. It's effectively part of new player on-ramp. It's very common for the level caps to get extended in Pokemon games, Derek. Just so I'm not sure how many Pokemon games you've played, but like almost all of them eventually raise that cap. Pokemon Go and Pokemon Unite both did, yeah. Or am I misremembering? Someone can fact check me on that, I'd appreciate it. Go definitely did. Yeah, that's what I thought. Pogo raised from 40 initially to 50. Okay. Yeah, my memory is accurate there. Pokemon Go has been out for... Pokemon Sleep has been out for close to 2 years. They've raised their level cap twice. Yep. Usually when they raise it the first time, they, like, just make whatever the new final level is take, like, an astronomical amount of points to climb through. Is relatively common. Is this a 2-leaf deck? Could be like 2-leaf, 2 Cyrus. Cape's probably not bad. When in doubt, cape them out. Yeah, Chromate Heatran, it's mostly for, like, when your Arceus gets stuck in your lead. I could play another basic, so Arceus is just, like, less likely to get stuck in the lead. It also makes Arceus better once it's ready to attack. I hate that. Get rid of the dark energy. You want communication? I think Iono is better. The more Pokemon you play, the worse your communications become, is like the TLDR. We're going first? Golbat when going first isn't terrible. Says local man who's staring down a Skarmory. God, we're so unlucky, it's unreasonable. Gosh, that's brutal. Alright, we top deck the cape. So you're saying there's a chance. Maybe they'll miss on their equipment. That's possible, yeah. We'd love to draw Heatran next turn. Build that as our first attacker. Opponent's DC'd, question mark? Hello, opponent. Hard to tell if they ran out of time or if they actually didn't have it. This Golbat is art. Skarmory Chatot. Okay. Every digital card game I've ever played needed shorter turn timers. I think that's true, but I also think it's accurate that Pocket's the most erroneous of the bunch. Generally speaking, timers in these games are too long. But also, Pockets are worse than typical. Rocky Helmet. Oh, silly opponent. We're not gonna attack you to deal damage anymore. Or am I? Or am I? Holy, what a top deck. Gas, gas, gas. Dawn is so sweet. Start on the bat and then pivot off into the Dawn is lovely. Dark Energy to start. Heat Tread Opener? Feels like a Heat Tread Opener. Hey, Vickery, thank you for the quarter of a year. So, no Darkrai yet. Pokeball, obviously pretty likely to find it. No? Well, if I'm gonna be honest, I was kind of hoping to get hit for one there. Just gonna shuffle the deck up here. They have Weavile and Darkrai they can get us. Yep. Heatran plus Cape buys 2 turns at least. If we find our Golbat evolutions, we might be okay here. Says likely another Heatran, could be an Arceus. Extra Heatran is great because it insulates us against Sabrina. That was probably our best non-Golbat draw. We can truffle shuffle the Heatrans next turn too. I was watching the Meowscarada upload. Is everything okay with you and yours by the storm? Yeah, everything worked out okay here. Doing just fine. Are we dead to second Cyrus then? We're dead to second Cyrus, yeah. I'm gonna be honest, Triton, I have not played a single good Charizard deck as of yet. They've all felt pretty mediocre. We play out this, because it means we can beat a Sabrina. And then, if they don't win the game next turn, we are 66% to draw Golbat and kill their Darkrai. But obviously, second Cyrus is lethal. All right, I'm not dead yet. Two Crobats, a communication, or two Crobats, an Iono, and a research in our deck. 2 Crobats, an Iono, and a research. 6 cards. How about a copy of Leaf? Okay, so they didn't have Cyrus last turn, which means they might not have it next turn. So I can leaf this out And then if we hit the 40%er to draw Crobat naturally, the supporters are no longer alive. But if we can hit the 40%er to draw Crobat naturally, we will be able to Dawn the energy up in Crobat plus clear this. Because the leaf lets us hold the energy. We are dead to Sabrina, though. We weren't dead to Sabrina last turn. We're dead to Sabrina this turn. Okay, 40% gamers. We were 66% to win the game last turn and missed. Now we are 40%. And that's true. Someone in chat just did the math for us. 66% plus 40% is 106%, which means that we were guaranteed to get it there. Quick math. Guaranteed. Oh, this sweet game. Played to our outs and got rewarded. This is your hourly market watch update. We are officially down 5% on the day. They're trading for another 2 hours-ish. How low can we go? Would you like to hit my Heatran opponent? He's into that sort of thing. Oh, this is weak to Golbat too. It's fun. I think I wait on playing this out because I don't want them to be able to use Sabrina me. If they want to put Dark Energy on Darkrai, I want them to hit the Heatran. I'm sorry, what? Excuse me. Hello? Am I Ionoing here? I feel like I am. So we get to go like Raging Mad Strike, and then Raging Mad Strike for 80, and then Farfetch'd is ready to clean them up. They do 20 to themselves. This potion does not save them from deal 80 into deal 40. That was the wrong bet. They need another bit of healing to not go down to the duck. That's still not enough, right? Because they take 20 and then they take 20 to clear the duck again next turn? They could retreat to the Darkrai, I suppose. No, I don't think Baby Arceus is good in this deck. That's why I'm not playing it. If I don't draw Cape, we die to Geomani. Oh, wait. I'm just supposed to put the Arceus up, right? And then we don't die to Giovanni, and we're not dying to red? Right? How do they kill the Arceus next turn? They can't, right? And I have Cyrus to run them down? And they can't Sabrina and Geo. Yeah, I think putting the Arceus up is checkmate. It exposes us to coin flips on Rocket Grunt. I think that's... Not all of these play Rocket Grunt. And some of them do play... So not all of them play Rocket or Geo. Yeah, I think I want to not lose the game to Geo. Because even if they play Rocket Grunt and have it, they also need a coin flip to top it all off. Still dead on board, even if you're a Treat Gamer. They have Crobat plus Arceus. If they have a Cape for the Giratina, they're not dead on board, but they're still dead to Cyrus. Yep. We've not played Wugtrio today. We played Primeape Fossils and now this deck. And we started the day 1 point into Ultra 3, so we are up on the day. We beat Darkrai Weavile, and then we just beat Darkrai Tina. We played each one of them once. Leading on Zubat when we're going first is not the worst if we can top deck Golbat. Golbat hits for 40 for 1 energy on a stage 1, which is pretty solid. We'll hold on to the other Zubat here in case we want to Iono next turn. Yeah, I think Heatran as a card is well positioned. I agree. It felt really good when we were playing the Infernape Heatran deck the other day. We put a highlight with. Got us through a lot of Ultra 1. This is a similar ID in a different coat of paint. And then the game plan here is hope they either don't have Executor or they miss their heads, and then the Crobat retreats for free. And then we can activate Crobat and start attacking with Heatran. Some small regrets playing this other Heatran out here, but will probably be useful for us in the long run. And this isn't mad yet, but it's still dealing 60 with weakness. I mean, I guess this lets them not make the one that has energy on it Raging mad. You won't like him when he's angry. But they're free retreat cost with Arceus. I think I just start powering up Arceus, right? Because he gets to a point where he clears everything in one go with Crobat. This is feeling like a winner, gamers. Not just the game, the deck. Real clean. Dawn is lethal. So let us attack with Arceus for 160 with the Crobat. cooked. I went to build this deck, and I have 1 Crobat and 5 Immersive Arceus. It's actually not that unlikely. It's hard to get specific 3s. This is your reminder, though, that the Arceus set is fully tradable, so if you've got some trade points lying around, find a Hooglandian. There's someone in the Discord server that's got a spare Crobat, I promise you. Okay, it's 125 or 150 to trade a 3-diamond. Hope you're having a nice day. I was right up until this Misty flipped heads. It was a pretty good day right up until then. I agree. It's been nice that the 18 trader deck's not super popular. Very worried this game was going to be unplayable because of it. That's still super psi-inducing when it shows up, but at least it's not very common. Need to dodge a Sabrina here. Yep. Keep! Keep! I think I put the energy here, and then if they don't have a thing, the Dawn lets us get up next turn, yeah? Do they have red? AP side, thanks for the 16 months, appreciate it. Unfortunate they had all the things other than, what's it called? So we're still a little short here, this is only 130. And they did Pokeball, so they have another dork. I need to draw Crobat. Oh wait, they Pokeballed and I Iono'd them, so they don't necessarily have their other basic. If they don't have Cyrus or Giovanni or Sabrina here, we technically have them dead. I'm very glad that this is not all over the ladder. It's actually just like the worst gameplay experience you can imagine. And I know we've been vaguely laughing about, you know, the market being a giant dumpster fire because if we don't laugh, we'll cry. But like, just a reminder, past everybody's retirements going up in flames, this is going to impact a lot of things past the Nintendo Switch being delayed. This is, A-Drive makes one of the, he makes a TCG, and this is going to impact all TCGs. It's going to cost him 54% more to bring his next set of product into the country. All of your gaming costs are about to go way, way up. So truly holy, I hope every racist, bigot, and idiot out there that voted for the Trump administration, I hope you're happy. I hope you're getting exactly what you voted for because we're all going to be royally screwed right along with you. I hope all the reasonable people make it through this, but truly holy, I hope the people that wanted this, I hope they never financially recover. They deserve it. Just awful human beings dragging all of us down with them. And on that happy note, I'm gonna run an ad break and I'm gonna grab something to drink. BRB gamers, it's gonna be a 4 years. Ugh. Hazeltongue, thanks for the brand new primer. Vitigo, thank you for the 12 months. I'm neutral, but that was funny. You know, it's been a little while since I've given this speech. But I would just like to remind you that when it comes to issues of social justice and progress, there is no position of neutrality. A position of neutrality is one that always benefits the status quo and the people currently in power. So by saying you are neutral, you are saying you are okay without making progress, and you are supporting the oppressor. Choosing to do nothing or saying you don't care is still a choice. A lot of the people that are new to this channel from the Pokemon stuff don't know. I've been relatively calm and mostly disconnected from it all since November because it's just we all knew where we were headed. Well, The reasonable of us knew where this was headed. But, yeah. It's... Whew. Leading on Heatran just feels so good. If it's wrong, then I don't want to be right. Can I find an angsty teenage backgamers? Man, if we hit Crow, we haven't had Crobat on curve in a single one of these games yet. It's so sick when you do. It's wild to think we've been winning this much without hitting it. Yeah, no joke. What do we think of energy on Arceus and then retreat Dawn next turn? I guess I don't have another basic, and that kind of sucks. Nah, that's probably wrong. I'm gonna Iono. I don't know. It might be wrong. They don't have a second basic. That's close. I like Iono to dig for the bats too, yeah. Not an amazing one for us. Mira, thank you for the 7 months. Appreciate that, Prime. Welcome back. Okay, Duck's pretty good. Can I find a teenage bat? I think I like the other Heatran because it means they can't, well, do I just Farfetch'd? Is it Farfetch'd or other Heatran? Where do I want to put my energy this turn? Other Heatran's better against, that's close. I don't know. Maybe it's other Heatran. The other Heatran makes it so they can't start developing the Darkrai as much, right? Which would be nice. I think we let Farfetch take a hit, and then we move the Arceus up from there, yeah? We could have retreated into something else, then cleared with the Arceus plus the Dawn. Yeah, maybe that was better 2 turns ago rather than hitting him with the Heatran a second time. I could see that being the case. So, with the helmet, we are dead to red. But I don't have the bandwidth to play around that, I don't think. And if they don't have red, we have 2 bats and a research as a redraw to clear whatever they put up next turn. A lot of these decks are on 2 copies of red, though, so there's a good chance we're just in here. Yeah, I think the suggestion from chat that I should not have taken the second attack with the Heatran, and I should have retreated it with its energy and given up the Farfetch'd, and then Dawn to attack with the Arceus sooner. That would have let us get set up to be attacking before their Darkrai was developed, which would have been really good. I think Crobat would be too strong if it didn't need Arceus. Absolutely, it would be one of the best cards in the game. Looking for a baby bat. Maybe I want baby bat bad enough there that I'm supposed to research before I Pokeball. Very possible. I think I sit on this last one for now. Very, very good opener here for us. That Pokeball just missed, which means they have a bunch of basics. It's actually really bad to spend a Pokeball when it's not getting anything. Because it means that, you have one less card for Ionos that are running around. I think I just want to charge the Heatran. There could be merit to like retreating and cracking them for 40, but I want to go into the Crobat next turn, and then this one can't attack anymore because we only have fire energy. So they're attacking me for damage this turn? Oh, they just think they're tempoing me. They think they're tempoing me, gamers. Free retreat costs are some of my favorite. Yeah, mine too, Marty. It's one of the reasons why this deck's always been so fun for me. Crobat. Crobat only hits their active Pokemon, and Heatran was knocking it out anyway, so it didn't matter. Oh, you're making him mad. There's another Heatran this can pull out of my deck. I am... Yeah, they're just leaving. I was gonna say, if they don't retreat there, they're cooked. But if they don't retreat there, we're going to evolve into Golbat, and then we'll Iono, because I have a copy of Cape I could draw that would save the Heatran from another mouse hit, but doesn't really matter. That matchup seems really free for us. In response to your tempo play, I cast Spell Queller. My kind of gamer. I'll play at least one bat out here. I think we hold the second since we're living in an Iono world. Opponent staring down a Heatran for the first time in their lives, wondering what they're supposed to do with their Darkrai. It's like, oh, the net decking I did, it could never have prepared me for this. Kamalo, thank you for the baker's dozen. Appreciate the 13 months. Welcome back. Sabrina would be good for them here. We'd still be in an okay spot because we have the Golbat, but it would put them in a less bad spot. And the most effective deck's always going to be built around EX cards. It really depends on the designs they want in their game. So far, it seems like yes is the answer to that question. Now, Giratina is weak to dark, so this Golbat's gonna crack it for 60, which is not nothing. Pretty solid amount of damages. And they are 2 turns off of attacking with anything, so we just get to chip in here. So, Cracky for 60. And then we have the Crobat, and then we have the Iono to try and wheel for Arceus. Because we do still need an Arceus to activate Crobat's ability. The ability does not trigger weakness, that is correct. So we'll have a draw plus a wheel to find an Arceus. We'll have an energy banked on this Crobat in the event that we find a copy of Dawn. They're building up Arceus, interesting. It's only going to be a 4-card wheel, because we're putting the Crobat out before we Iono. 10, 2, 2, 1, like 40%? Yeah, I think I gotta Iono. Oh, I didn't calculate Pokeballs as potential hits. That's a mistake. Oh my god, that's so unlucky. Oh, that's so frustrating. %to find an Arceus there and missed. Am I putting out the other Heatran? I don't think so. Missing the 30 points here from Crobat means I can't clear the Giratina with Crobat next turn. With weakness, if we top deck Arceus, we will be able to use Cutting Link plus Glide to clear this. Because they're gonna take 20. So 2 Arceus, a Pokeball, and a Research. So 4 out of 9 to be able to clear this Giratina next turn. Golbat. Oh yeah, Golbat's also clears, yeah. So we're 5 out of 9 to be able to clear the Giratina. Ready to brick on we were 80% to hit what we needed to hit last turn and we missed, so ready to miss on our 50%er. A little over. Come on. So deeply unlucky. Two Arceus, a Pokeball, and a Golbat in our bottom 6. My money's on drawing the Golbat next turn. They do have a potion naturally. That's the 0 outer, yeah. What calculator are you using to count odds? Use a hyper geometric distribution calculator. Calculates the odds of things. Starting Zubat when going second isn't super exciting. So, oh, a bunch of our stuff is weak to fighting, huh? This is a matchup where we need Heatran ASAP, I think. Okay. Dealing 10 here doesn't really do anything, and if they're silly and stretch kick me, I get to leaf and clear them. Hit me. Hit me! If they have Rampardos, we might still be in trouble. If they don't have Rampardos, they're kind of cooked because of their choice. That doesn't bode well for the home team. We're looking for another non-Arceus basic. We want a Heatran, a Zubat, or a Farfetch'd here. I'm only gonna get 2 looks either way, right? So research is better here. Okay. I guess if they have Sabrina, we're in a bad spot. I need a cape to not be dead to second Rampardos. Yeah, the Marshadow's not active. They need second Rampardos plus red to kill us here. Or Sabrina. Or Rampardos plus Sabrina. I'm going to retreat back to the Arceus, so that way just Rampardos isn't lethal. I need Rampardos plus something else. Am I supposed to Iono here? They could be sitting on supporters, right? Is Iono mostly a wash? My hand kind of sucks. I think Iono is a wash against them, right? So I think I'm supposed to do this. Yeah, they just drew Granados. They just played Granados last turn, which means they could be sitting on their stage 2 as well. I don't know. I think that's mostly a neutral play. All right, they need Rampardos plus red or Rampardos plus Sabrina. What's it like, Gamer? Whenever I see someone draw like that, like they assembled both of their fossil stage 2s on time and had the perfect supporter to be able to close it out. Just like, this is why I can never win with the fighting deck, because I am not remotely that lucky. Nah, that matchup seems fine. I guess they also made a mistake at the start by kicking our thing. So maybe it's harder if they don't throw and then get bailed out of it by being lucky. All right, we're leading on Arceus, which sucks, but we have copy a Leaf, so. Fire Energy Magnemite. Is this intentional, or did they get a... I don't actually know if I want to research first or Pokeball first. So I'm gonna auto split the difference. Go one and one. I guess I really wanted a copy of Heatran. So maybe I messed up by not. I messed up by not. I'm losing my Leaf with this play is the problem. I just shouldn't play stage 2 Pokemon, chat. I am not lucky enough like our last opponent. Our games have been good so far. I think we're up a little bit. Deck's high variance like any stage 2 deck. That's cute. So definitely playing their energy types on purpose. I think I have to cape here to force them to have Magnezone. Because otherwise this goes down to 10 and then Magnemite can clear it. I think if they have Magnezone, we're cooked here, unfortunately. Maybe it'll be our opponent's turn to finally brick on their stage 2. Not that that ever happens. We haven't assembled... The one time we assembled Crobat on curve with this deck in the hour we've been playing it, we failed to draw any other basics and didn't have Arceus. Just like even we're a little bit lucky, just incredibly un. Oh, and they moved this up to the front, so I assume we're dead. Well, if they don't have Sabrina, this can only attack one more time, yeah? And this lives a hit. I'm locking myself out of Heatran, but maybe that's fine. Oh, Magneton with Dawn lets them get extra lightning. Yeah, that's true. Good call out. Have you tried out Giratina Mewtwo? I have not. So we're dead to Cyrus now, yeah? Because this gets run down by Magnemite. Also dead to Magneton Dawn. I'm gonna take a hit with this. Because it means we only need one Cunning Link to hit this next turn. What a weird game. They can't possibly have room for that many utility cards, right? They have Dawns, they have Reds, they have room for Cyrus in their deck too. Whenever I see a deck like this function, I'm just like, they must not have, though they have to have the full stage 2 lines, right? Are they not playing 2 Dawns? Are they not playing 2 Reds? They must just all be singletons, yeah? Like, why do you have to sit there and make me wait? Like, you got it. You built your deck with a bunch of wacky one-ofs that all lined up perfectly. But then I have to sit there and wait for you to, like, do a lap around the room because you finally won a game with your awful pile of cards? Why can't you just play the card that lets you win? Why do you gotta run the timer down? I really haven't played much of any of the Giratina decks. We're more of an off-meta decks channel. And Giratina's like the one thing that's like playable from the new set, so we haven't played a ton of it. And like the Giratina decks we've played have been like Giratina Greninja and Giratina Dragonite. That game literally only works out that way if they have the Red on time, and they have the Dawn on time, and they have the Cyrus on time. All of the typical gamer behaviors are way more infuriating when your ladder points are victim to them. The idea that they could have a pile of supporters in hand and they were taking their time also doesn't make any sense, because they could also have Cyrus before they did the retreat action, letting me leave the game sooner. Instead, they explicitly waited to show me the card that won them the game as their last possible game action for the turn. So even in the most charitable interpretation possible, they waited till the last possible second to do the last possible game action to show the card that actually mattered. They haven't played any basics out, so I think I'm gonna Iodo here. But them not playing their... Oh, they actually held a basic in their hand here too, yeah. Them not hitting me would imply that they, Oh, did I mess up? Oh, I threw, chat. I should have speed linked and then cracked them with Farfetch'd. And then they would have needed a potion plus their evolution to survive next turn, and then we wouldn't have given them time to get to... Yeah, totally through. Maybe they won't have what's it called, and then we'll be in a good spot. But if they have what's his name, the stage 1 here, we're in trouble because I messed up. I definitely should have quacked them. Although I guess when they end up on Skarmory here, it ends up in my favor. I think I should have hit them with Farfetch, but the mistake ends up working out for me. Oh, this thing's weak to fire! Oh, I forgot that it's weak to fire. Yes, it is really funny to me how many people are low on Giratina during the spoiler season. Like, unironically, you should take note of the ones that were and be, like, very skeptical of their evaluations in the future. It's crazy how the games change, but gamers, like, always undervaluate the things that cheat on energy. How to put this? I was gonna say, I think there's a chance I'm supposed to lead Duck here against a starting Water Energy, but if I find Arceus, we can lead Duck anyways. And in case they're doing something weird, like it's 18 Trader Articuno, I think leading Heatran is better. All right, and this is a spot where we are going to research before we Pokeball, because if we Pokeball into the Arceus, we get to kill the fish, which is a big deal. Heyo, I think I'm still, am I? Does this change it? What's in my deck? My deck is Arceus, Heatran, and then 2 Zubats. If I hit a Zubat with this, I'd rather research into stage 1, so I think I'm gonna Pokeball now since we drew the Arceus. That's fine. And then we're obviously going to leave this last bench slot open for a Zubat. Free retreat cost and Farfetch chance. They're my king. Rocky Helmet. That seems fine. We go Energy, hit them. They go. We go Energy, hit them, and then Arceus is ready to go. I think this is one of those spots where we don't Iono because of their hand, right? They really want a second basic to be powering up with Manaphy, and we know they currently don't have it, so Iono giving them a redraw is not good. As much as I would like to start trying to set up a Zubat line, this is one of those spots where what their hand is doing means I'm not supposed to. Warded. This game should be done. Not all energy cheating cards are good. Sure. Most of them are at a bare minimum playable though. I saw people saying things like Giratina was going to be unplayable. All right, I'm gonna be honest. If you just, I'm gonna give you a 10-minute timeout. Magmar's not seeing play. Things giving themselves energy aren't always, and using their attack to do it. Like I'm just gonna stop. I'm not. You understand what you're doing. I don't need to be actually by you, nerd. They were actualing me over Magmar and Electabuzz that put self energy on with their attack. This matchup seems like it's pretty good for us, but our Arceus lead is very not. So the game plan here is we really want to draw our 1 copy of Leaf. So we're going to thin these basics, and then we're going to research, digging for it. Ooh, those are... Really wanted a Heatran or a Farfetch'd here. I'm gonna put this here speculatively. So that way we can hopefully find our Leaf next turn or the turn after. I think we do this to make sure we don't die to a copy of Red plus their stage 2. You want to consider Dawn instead of Leaf now? I don't know. If I had Crobat, I would. But I think without Crobat, the answer is no. It's close though. Forcing them to have Cyrus, I think, has value. So 60 with weakness. If we top deck Crobat, we clear this even through that Erica. That's unfortunate. Truffle shuffle these and not give them the point. Five cards, 2 big bats and an Iono. We're in the same position as last turn. You're really good at watching people assemble their stage 2s, yeah. That's such a good way to put it. Okay, 50% to draw Crobat gamers. Stop me if you've heard this one before. I think that means we're dead. If they don't have Beedrill, they can't kill Golbat this turn. They need Beedrill or a Giovanni. And then we're 66% to draw a, what's it called? The opponent's deck also usually plays one Cyrus. Yeah, I was just thinking that. They usually this whole game has kind of just been like a boiling point up until do they draw the Cyrus? Yeah. All right. I feel like I've got one more loss in me with this one, because I've really been enjoying it in the games where we, like, draw remotely average. Like, every single game we've lost has been, like, 2 or more 50-50 losses and our opponent assembling multiple Stage 2 Pokemon while we struggle to get our 1. But we're still treading water. Have some adverts. Don't go anywhere. Happy Friday. Oh, lubricated sword. I feel like I could use a little lubrication the way this afternoon's been going. Thanks for the brand new primer. Yikes! I mean, we're technically up however many points this is on the day. We're not down. We started at the bottom of Ultra 3 and now we're here. We've only been playing Pocket for like 3.5 hours. It took us 7 hours to get through Ultra 2 yesterday, so all things considered, our pacing is very similar. What does that even mean? If you didn't get the lubrication joke, don't worry about it. We'll tell you when you're older. Lube's more expensive now, be sparing with it. It's funny because it's sad. Gamers. Gamers. It is the game the legends foretold of. We have Crobat on Curve. They said it was impossible. They said it would never be done. Yet here we are. They were clearly wrong. That's funny. Speaking of, I'll tell you when you're older. We're having a conversation in the car with my two boys the other day, and for people who are new here, they're currently 9 and 11, and I forget what something was on the radio that brought up the topic of bigotry, and I was explaining the different types of bigotry that exist in the world to my 9 and 11-year-old. And I said, well, and one of the types of bigotry is there are people who think that a boy and a boy shouldn't be able to get married, or a girl and a girl shouldn't be able to get married because they're homophobic, which is the type of bigotry. And my oldest goes, well, why would two boys want to get married? And I said, well, because they love each other, just like what a boy and a girl want to get married. And Jacob goes, well, they wouldn't be able to have kids. And I was like, yeah, but they could adopt kids, just like some boys and girls when they get married adopt kids. And my middle guy goes, yeah, but two girls could have a baby still together, right? And I was like, no, but we're gonna shelve the rest of that one for later. Soon. We're not gonna be able to put that one off for a whole lot longer, I don't think. But we're gonna work our way up to it. Not today, not today. And then we were getting, and as we got to that part, I was like, we got out of the car and walked into the Verizon store, and I was like, all right, we're gonna shelve this topic for now. Manaphy. They have first energy advantage though this time around. First energy advantage Manaphy is very scary. Was kind of hoping to find a duck there, honestly. My 5-year-old asked me how Grandpa died if he didn't get shot. It's a good question, to be fair. Was it my grandpa, who was almost 90, passed away recently from just being old. He was almost 90. And we had to go up to his funeral. And I heard the 9-year-old just says all the things. I heard my 9-year-old tell one of his friends on voice chat that he had to go to his grandpa's funeral because he expired. And I was just like, okay, like in a technical sense, you're kind of not wrong, but let's not when we get to the wake and the funeral, let's not freeze it. Let's not freeze it that way. It was the first time they'd ever like had a person that like they knew pass away. Kids do say the darndest things, yeah. Oh, so normally, Golbat on the play would be pretty solid into a lot of things. Unfortunately, they are a fighting deck. So we're a little bit in trouble here. It's so weird that Zubat Golbat are fighting weak. Ugh. And of course, this is the one game where we were gonna have the Crobat on curve, yeah? Man, that feels bad. I think I chill on these in case I draw the other Zubat. It's also good to have them with Iono. If they continue to be bricked on basic Pokemon, Arceus could take the game over. Nope. Yeah, I feel like the Zubat line is a good one that should have been weak to Electric, off-type. Feels weird. Feels weird that it's not. Oh, fighting covers rock cards. Yeah, I guess that's fair. We're not just dead, but we're in a very bad spot. Dead do a lot right now. I need to draw a basic Pokemon and have them miss on a whole bunch of stuff still, yeah? Yeah, GG opponent. All right, gamers, it's 3 o'clock on a Friday. We've been live for almost 7 hours. I'm gonna go ahead and call it. I'll be off this weekend. Take some family time. Speaking of the kids, as always, you can expect regular videos on the Marvel Snap and Hooglandia Pocket YouTube channels. As always, I'll be back live again Monday morning for the rank grind. We got about like 30 or 40% of the way, 30-ish% of the way up. We didn't make negative progress, which is all you could really ask for on the 100 however many 100-hour grind. Loopy is jamming some Pokemon Pocket again, so I'm gonna send you over his way, because he's good people, so check him out. And I'll be back Monday with some more live stuff. Peace, folks.